Jimmy, good performance against a big, strong, physical side from the league above. Must be pleased with that one today.
Yeah, after the last two, not second half, the last 30 minutes in the previous games, I asked a few questions of the players, Lee, and they've answered them superbly. To be fair, to a man, everyone put their bodies on the line, and I thought it was a performance to be proud of from the boys.
Yeah, you could obviously see what their game plan was. Very physical, liked a long throw and a free kick and a corner. But to be fair, the setup and the way the lads dealt with it looked really, really good.
Yeah, they're a side I know pretty well. I know Billy well. He and they are very good at what they do. The last 2 years, I think they've lost in the playoffs to the side that's actually gone up in the playoffs in the league above. They've been beaten in the last 7, and they're in the playoffs again this year. So it's par for the course again. After Tuesday night and Saturday, I was worried which way it could go, to be honest with you. But the players, like I say, to a man, they took on board what was said. If I'm honest, I asked a lot of questions of them before the game. And I think probably that's my fault that we had a bit of a slow first 10 minutes because they're probably feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. But once they realised they was in the game, it was 11 v 11, 11 men v 11 men. I thought they was absolutely superb, particularly the three centre-halves, superb.
Yeah, I think we could hear you after the first 10, 15 minutes telling them they were in it and telling them they were looking like a side that could possibly get something out of the game. And you could see the confidence grew as the game went on, which is obviously a big positive compared to some of the early performances.
Confidence or belief. I don't think the belief or confidence weren't there in the other games. I think for huge parts of it, they've played decent football. I think we've got to look where it was at fitness-wise. I'm certainly not happy where they were. And even where we are now, we're still working towards where we need to be. That's why we've got Anthony, he's a fantastic strength and conditioning coach. But the problem is with Saturday, Tuesday, and all we're doing, the boys who are playing games are getting fitter. But the boys who went, it's difficult. Thursdays are recoveries and walkthroughs. Again, we could have done with the Tuesday night as a training session, but all in all, I can't begrudge them a replay because they deserve it. I thought general play, open play, we looked the more dangerous side. I thought we got in inside left, inside right channels quite a few times. They obviously offered the set piece throwing threat, which they nearly had one drop from in the first 10 minutes. But I thought after that, the boys in the main, they dealt with it superbly.
And into the hat for the next round, but it's going to be a very challenging test away at a place like Alfreton on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, I don't think we should get too excited about that. It's a difficult place to go, a really difficult place to go. It's a Tuesday night, but look, they went to a similar area in the last round. We all feared the worst after a 0-0 draw. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and nice to hear the vocalness of the fans in the second half, and we need a few of them down there on Tuesday night to help with that journey we've got.
Really, that's 2 games. 2 games of down here. Sudbury they were last week. They've brought in, they've backed us. I thought it was absolutely superb. Obviously, I didn't know what to expect. I've been on the end of it a couple of times as an opposing manager, but you don't know what to expect when you go in. But they've been superb. They're positive. And look, we talk about doom and gloom, after the last 2 results. But I think they've lost 4 and won 1 when I came in. The last 4, we've won 1, drew 2, lost 2, which certainly is progress. We conceded, what was it, 11 or 12 in 4 games. I've had 3 clean sheets in 5 now. So there's positives there. But I think also, as much as we focus on them, we have to focus on the negatives, and we have to rectify where it's not too good. We're not looking as threatening as we can, even though we're getting into some good areas. It's a final ball, a little bit of quality. We probably need one to go in for us as well, and that's not happened yet.
Yeah, so again, like you say, quick turnaround. The lads will do what they're doing. They've rolling their sleeves up and working hard, but happy where we are and relatively positive going into the next game.
No, I wouldn't say I'm happy where we are. That's a bit strong. I felt them Saturday and Tuesday. They hurt me. I've been on the phone to you constantly. How do we look forward? We've got our owner back Monday from his little vacation, so I need to sit down with him and have a good chat with him and try and find a way to move this football club forward.